check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
आप सुन रहे हैं My Topic Let's Pray with the boy on that mobile.
Okay, so hi guys, this is Pulkit. Welcome to my show जिसका नाम है My Topic Let's Pray. So this is season 2. So आप सोच रहे होंगे season 2 क्यों है? Because season 1 काफी अच्छा गया मेरा. Because season 1 में 50 episodes थे. So I'm going to start a new season जहाँ पे I'm going to talk about the mental health. Mental health मैंने क्यों topic choose किया? Because I think this is time that we should start talking about this topic and more people, start talking. तो ये एक message सब तक पहुंचता है that, you're not alone. You are with me. मैं आपको समझ सकता हूँ. I empathize you. तो एक मेरे को लगता है ऐसा टॉपिक मेंटल हेल्थ जिसे हम कहीं ना कहीं भूल जा रहे हैं आज की टाइम पे एंड इट इज रियली इम्पोर्टेंट मेंटल हेल्थ. स्टार्ट करते हैं पहला जो एपिसोड्स है उससे एक स्टार्ट करते हैं एक मेंटल हेल्थ फॉर वुमेन. तो वुमेन से मुझे फिर एक फीलिंग आई कि मैं ऐसे किस पर्सनालिटी को बुलाऊं जो मेंटल हेल्थ को बहुत इजीली और बहुत अच्छे से डिस्क्राइब कर सकता है जो मेरा टॉपिक है. एंड तो मेरे को लगा मैं एक ऐसी पर्सनालिटी को बुलाता हूँ जो काफी सोशल मीडिया में काफी बस क्रिएट कर रखा है उन्होंने. और उन्होंने सच्ची बताऊं सोशल मीडिया पे ऐसा टॉपिक उठाया जो आसान नहीं है बोलना. जो हम मेरे जो गेस्ट हैं उन्होंने ऐसा सोचा कि इस पे बात करनी चाहिए तो मैंने बुलाया है. लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस हर. हर नेम इज नंदिनी सुल्तानिया. शी इज द फाउंडर ऑफ कामाख्या. वो कामाख्या आपने सुना होगा. आपने काफी वीडियोस भी देखे होंगे उनके. दे वर टॉकिंग अबाउट द पीरियड प्रॉब्लम वुमेन जो फेस करती हैं. कितना मेंटली उनको फेस करना पड़ता है, उनको कितना इस चीज से जूझना पड़ता है. बीइंग अ मैन इफ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस मैं उस चीज को फील कर सकता हूँ. सो प्लीज वेलकम नंदिनी सुल्तानिया. हाय नंदिनी, हाउ आर यू?
Thank you so much for having me on board.
It was my pleasure. I think this is something you're doing such a great thing. I think society में इस टाइप का वर्क करना अपने आप में बहुत हार्ट्स ऑफ वाली बात है. बिकॉज हमारी सोसाइटी इस चीज के लिए अभी ओपन इतनी नहीं है, बट इस चीज को नॉर्मलाइज करना वो दैट्स रियली बिग थिंग. हार्ट्स ऑफ यार, हार्ट्स ऑफ.
Thank you so much for such kind words. But it's just a small effort which all of us are putting in. So it's a slow change. I think that society will keep changing and keep moving to normalizing this.
I think society is getting, started. I think it's changing and it will change, but time lagega. You know that.
Exactly.
Okay, so Nandini, you started this Kamakhya thing, no? I really want to know about this. How you started this? What was Kamakhya? मतलब आपको कैसी आइडिया आया? कुछ ऐसा कुछ शुरुआत में आप कुछ बता सकते हैं इसके बारे में कि आपको ये आइडिया कैसे आया कि मुझे कमाख्या शुरू करना चाहिए?
So with Kamakhya, the story is actually we wanted to start something definitely to normalize periods.
Absolutely.
To destigmatize periods. But with this, a very main subject which came to us was what can we do to actually create a difference? So that is when we figured out that the pads which we use on a daily basis is made out of 90% of plastic and a lot of chemicals in it. And when we started researching more about it, we realized that every household, average pads which are being used is 12 to 24 pads per month, because one woman uses like 12 pads per cycle. So that's an average per household has 2 women. So with that, when we started seeing that tons and tons of sanitary waste was being produced, which was going to landfill. So that's when we started realizing that this is a hidden plastic waste, which is being generated in tons. Because we talk about plastic bags, we talk about plastic bottles, plastic toothbrushes. Let's replace it. Let's reduce it. For carbon footprint to move towards sustainable living. But very less people. Firstly, again, periods is a very shush topic.
Yeah.
So that not aware about it. Secondly, then people don't talk about it, that how can you make, sustainable period products, which is. So that's the reason we thought, let's come up with an organization with a lot of trainers, doctors and experts, where we can go out and make people aware of what they have in their product they use, as well as the alternatives which they should be switching to.
Mm.
Because then with this happens is, we also have to first make some, a group of people comfortable to talk about periods, and then we have to also educate them with the alternatives. So that was the main idea behind starting Kamakhya.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, like this, when you started, you were telling me that how it was difficult for you, to start a Kamakhya kind of thing. So, are men started talking about this period thing?
So see, it's, I think, a kind of a myth also which our society holds, that men do not want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But men, like for example, you're a man yourself, you're a non-menstruator, but you're taking that initiative to talk about it. So like that, we've realized that there are so many men or the non-menstruators. So firstly, we do not, let's say not men, let's call it as non-menstruators, because a women can also not menstruate. A man can also menstruate. But let's say we have binary genders. Some might menstruate, some might not menstruate. So keeping that in mind, and being, a multi different genders society. So that's why we started addressing menstruators and non-menstruators.
Non-menstruators.
Instead
of
women now.
Okay. Gender, you don't want to include this gender thing. You just want to give it a name as a menstruator and non-menstruator.
Yeah, menstruators and non-menstruators.
That's good. What that's really good that you don't include gender in this thing. That's really nice. I like it.
Because that's with, I think, the entire menstrual federation now.
Yeah.
That all of us focus more on using such terms, because small changes also create differences.
Absolutely.
The society.
Absolutely.
No, but what I was trying to say is,
okay.
If I would want to, but so actually what's happening is, the non-menstruators want to discuss. They want to know what they could become better to,
how can they help? How can they help, basically?
But actually actually it's very hard, there's no space which they're getting to actually talk about it, to understand. Because when you spoke to non-menstruators, so they were told that, a lot of them were separated, like the girls were separated and the boys were separated in school times. The boys were taught their reproductive system, the girls were taught. So over the time, we realized that, they're not getting a safe space. The moment, they get a space where they can talk, discuss, they go all out. I was saying that I've realized non-menstruators do not have a safe space or a place where they can openly ask, not being judged, not being, made fun out of. So where they can just ask stupid questions also if they have.
Yeah, why not? So this is something really, really, you need a comfortable space to talk about this thing. Okay. Being a non-menstruator like me, okay, how it affect a menstruator person, mentally and emotionally? How, because my topic is like, it is about mental health. How it is affecting.
So what I see personally is that, as non-menstruators, you cannot walk up and give a pad to a menstruator, or I'm saying that you could like help her get rest. So now 2 basic things what someone can do when, a menstruator is in her periods or she's menstruating. So all of us know that, not everyone experiences cramp, but a lot of people do. Secondly, there's so much of hormonal changes. So now the only basic and the best thing to do is, firstly, you just reach out to that person, to let that person know that you're available, you're there to help. That's one of the biggest help. So that's what I think any condition, but as non-menstruators, the first thing you can do is that. Second is, you can understand if that person needs something called, let's say, hot water bag or some kind of a savory which will comfort her. And the third thing you could do is that if you could take off a little workload, it could be home, it could be any workload from anything with the house chores to any of the professional when she's requiring rest. So I think the basic few things we can do as non-menstruators to actually mentally and physically support the menstruators would be these few things. Because I think that is one thing which really can calm down a menstruator. Because you must have seen, menstruators going like all wanky, everything bad needs to happen. No one understands, everyone thinks that. So I think these few things can really.
So basically, they face a lot of mood swings that we really need to understand.
Yeah. Because see, with period, what comes is change in mood swings. Why? Because hormonal changes happening. Secondly, your own body is throwing a lot of blood, so there's a lot of contraction in your uterus.
Exactly.
So that's the reason when these few things can really help that person.
Okay.
So like just
yeah, continue.
Yeah. I'm saying just a small example. If you see a lot of girlfriends, they feel so happy. Oh, my boyfriend remember my date, so he checks upon me. Just small pretty things. It just makes her very like happy about being in periods and stuff.
So that means society is changing, but we really need to push more. I think that small push really going to help a lot. Okay, so I think I think just मेरे mind में अभी question pop up हुआ है. So I really need to ask you, like, how this thing actually see urban like we live in a metropolitan cities. Okay, we are called as urban citizens. Okay, so we know that this thing is changing. So how about this like rural area? वहाँ की condition कैसी है? How is that place is facing all these things? Because वहाँ पे it's like really rigid थोड़ा सा उनका mind होता है, rigid थोड़ा सा unka towards this woman is really different as compared to a metropolitan city or a urban urban areas. So how is it really changing? It is changing. Do you have any example that come with it and कुछ ऐसा लगा कि वहाँ पे कुछ change आ रहा है, या ऐसा कोई episode तुम्हें अभी तक कुछ मिला अभी तक जहाँ पे तुमको लगा नहीं यहाँ पे काम की जरूरत है, something like that?
So see, with the mental, if we talk about mental health with the rural sector, one thing is what they have been going through over the longest time. So I think they do not face issues like that. But now what has happened with the pandemic coming into the picture, that, a lot of girls would walk down and buy pads or, these disposable ones. So now what started happening is they were never taught how to use cloth, or they were never told, and they would also get a lot of free sanitary products from the schools, the government schools. So now what started happening during lockdown, that they started staying home. Everything was shut. So then what started happening is they were being forced to stay in the house while they were menstruating. So firstly, they were like kept little away from the kitchen and etc. all the myths we have. Secondly, now they do not have access to the sanitary products which they used to have from Anganwadis, or let's say schools, or let's say they would walk down outside the village. So that is when they had to start using cloth which their mothers were using for a long time. So that, and the there were no, like for us also, like trainers, it was getting very difficult to reach out to the villages during lockdown time to educate them. We're not saying cloth is bad, but we could not educate them also how to use the cloth hygienically. So all these things started affecting young menstruators in the village during pandemic a lot. That's something over the time we noticed that pandemic really affected into the young menstruators.
Actually, it does. Normal people not able to move. So how you expect a woman who's living in a village can go out? It's just something really affecting the mental health also. I think यहाँ पे ये एक spotlight इस चीज पे मारना चाहिए. अगर आप घर बंद हैं और another you are facing pain outside as well as inside also, तो फिर इस चीज पे तो फिर society का एक spotlight तो बनता. So like so is Kamakhya doing something for them? कुछ आपके mind में ऐसा कुछ है that you think that you can do for who are on wheelchairs? Who are person with disabilities.
So see, as Kamakhya, we've been really trying to do researches of how we could help onto the especially over wheelchair, or let's say less accessibility and mobility. Uh, but also what we found out is that you know if I talk about mentally, okay, so imagine I'll just give you a simple example. So when someone gets mehendi put on their both their hands, like say it's a wedding and she gets mehendi put, and if she's menstruating that time, she feels really ashamed of asking someone else to help her to even change her pads. So that's like a very simple of a normal menstruator's life I'm giving.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like with the Indian society we have. Now let's compare that with special need people where their mobility is less,
Mhm.
where maybe they might be facing issues to changing the let's say menstrual products, because that's the basic thing which we do. Because as menstrual educator, we promote that you should be changing your pads within 5, 5, 6 hours daily, and there is no category of uh, no condition where you don't have periods. You're in the jail, you'll menstruate. You have other conditions, but you will menstruate. So that's when comes to the picture that what is the best solution we can help them out of all the available choices we have. So that's when, as menstrual educators, we need to be very careful that what are we from, like helping them to give a choice, and what is the most easier for them. So let's say menstrual cup and cloth pads is something which we cannot ask them to use. How much ever we promote sustainable products. So that's when, with keeping sustainability and everything in mind, we try to educate them with this disposable biodegradable pads, because it's biodegradable also in this thing. So at that time, we try to talk to them more about that, how they can keep a healthy eating and how they can commute less so the bleeding reduces. And we also try to tell them basics. So there's something called yoni mudra, which can really calm you down. You can also have a lot of other activities like basic breathing techniques, little asanas where you don't have to move a lot, and also reduce your pain. Secondly, reduce your bleeding if you've lot. So if your bleeding is not too much, then you can also keep a patch for 6, 7 hours. So these are few basic things we can do, but definitely on step by step, because it. So we believe, be it in such conditions, or like we had a workshop in a home shelter. I can't name them due to security reasons. So there, that home shelter had kids and the girls and all, who were maybe picked up from the street, maybe they were raped or anything. So when we go to such any places where we need little special attention for us, we make sure that our sessions are very directed to them, which does not affect them, like which helps them, like gives them a little more beneficial than what they've been doing. And we cannot use things or tell them things which can at least affect them mentally. So as menstrual educators, this becomes very important for us. So with this, the kind of a category you mentioned, these are few things we have to take care.
So I think slowly it will change because I think मेरे को ऐसा लगा being a non-menstruator menstruator who are on wheelchair, they face a lot of difficulty during the time of because we don't have accessible washroom first of all. Okay, जहाँ पे they can normal, they can use that basic necessity. So ये वाली necessity, तो I think it is really far. ये तो बहुत ही आगे चली जाती है वाली necessity तो उनके लिए तो normal they don't have this accessible washroom, तो वो तो फिर कहाँ ये चीज they afford कर पाएंगे ऐसे. I think it's really difficult for them. I think being
because India does not have such kind of infrastructure.
Yeah.
Where people on wheelchair can people on wheelchair can access the washrooms that easily. So
yeah.
Menstruators going and accessing. That's when I said that someone needs to always help. They need to help them to go to the washroom, and then you need someone else's help to actually change your menstrual products also, because of the low infrastructure. So that menstruator just can't go herself and help herself like that. So that's
Even
actually an
so,
issue.
I think menstruative herself feels very, uncomfortable. Like I don't want to take some other person with me unless
Yeah,
if
exactly.
if person is okay, if that guy is a husband, it's okay, he can go. But if she is calling someone else, someone like that is very uncomfortable for her, because being a female, he can't uh, it's kind of intrude in a personal thing. Yeah, it will. I hope it will change. It will change more and more in future, and it will get normal. And I think Nandini, you need to work on more on that. I would say that. I think.
No. So we have been really working on a lot of sectors. It's just that we do not really put out into things, because every such sector we really try to do a lot of extensive research ourselves before
Yeah.
entering into implementing, because of for us it's not about just doing campaigns. For us it's about when we enter into something, it should be impactful and long lasting. So that's the reason, like for example, we were also trying in the Pride Month with a lot of LGBTQ, but then we found a lot of complications there. So where we realized that we should do. So now there where we realized that there are a lot of lesbians gotten their ovaries and uterus removed. So they do have a vagina, but they're not bleeding.
Okay.
And lot of people have converted themselves into females, but they haven't gotten a uterus implanted. So small fraction became a part where only whoever has uterus and ovaries both implanted. So now that's the reason with any such category, now we're doing a lot of extensive research, then only we want to come down to giving or providing solutions to it.
So this is a really complicated thing. You can't ask a person directly on his or her face that, are you like, are you menstruating or something like that?
I can't ask, do you have uterus? Do you menstruate?
Yeah. You can't ask, because there's something really, something they get offended. Tab kya karoge yaar? If they get offended of something, then how can I ask you such personal question to me? That there are people, So yeah, it's very difficult. So you need to research on that, because I bola, without research you can't ask them such thing. Okay, so being a Kamakhya owner or being a Kamakhya Karta Dharta, any message you want to give to the society that that really changed their perspective? Anything you want to say from this platform?
See, one thing I would really tell the society, that things have changed, things are changing. But it's us, when we try to make the small efforts, things change more. So don't sit and blame, let's say, the politicians or change makers. If you really want to bring change, start bringing change in and around you. So that's what it creates a change. And it also creates a chain, because one person understands this, which they talk to 10 more people. The other person understands, they talk to 10 more people. So it's about being actually changing yourself and trying to spread that change in your entire circle. Because we cannot expect one empowering body to really bring a change all over. And also a lot of people might say menstrual के बारे में तो बहुत बातें होती है, and mental health के बारे में भी बहुत बातें होती है, but sorry to say, अगर बहुत बातें हो रही है और अभी तक दोनों टॉपिक्स पे नहीं स्टॉप हो रहा है, that means there is still a lot to be spoken about. मतलब आपको बात करने की जरूरत है, क्योंकि कुछ तो हम छोड़ रहे हैं या तो वो नहीं सुधर रहा है. अब तो हर चीज में मेंटल हेल्थ डाल देते हैं, क्या जरूरत है, हर चीज में मेंटल हेल्थ से करते हैं. That's the reason, मतलब अगर ये दोनों टॉपिक्स नहीं खत्म हो रही है, मतलब कुछ तो छूट रहा है.
Absolutely.
अगर इतना बात कर लिया होता है एंड कुछ नहीं जरूरत है तो क्यों बात कर रहे हैं?
बिल्कुल
People coming and doing.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. So I think this episode is something really it'll start episode for me for mental health, a topic. I think this will go and on another something like 15 to 20 episodes. I think this was one of the topic that really sensitive topic for me to start कि आई डोंट नो कि वो कैसे लोग रिएक्ट करेंगे सुनने के बाद, बट यस मैं इतना जरूर कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ अगर मैं इस चीज पे बात कर सकता हूँ तो वो सोसाइटी जो वहां पे मेरे को देख रहे हैं, मेरे को सुन रहे हैं, वो इस चीज पे जरूर बात करेंगे और इस चीज को जरूर नॉर्मलाइज करेगा और मेंस्ट्रुएटर एंड नॉन मेंस्ट्रुएटर दोनों एक दूसरे की हेल्प जरूर करेंगे.
Thank you so much. And yeah, you said it right. So we picked up our name from Kamakhya Devi.
Yeah.
Because, we believe that Kamakhya Devi, as an Indian society, lot of us, believe into a lot of goddesses, Bhagwan. And सबसे ज्यादा तो बोला जाता है आप periods में होते हो तो भगवान के उसमें नहीं जाओ. But she is the only goddess. जब पार्वती लक्ष्मी जी का जब there was a fight going, so उनका योनि या uterus fell in Guwahati, Assam, जहाँ पे वो हर साल menstruate करती है. From across the country, people go to worship her. So when you can go worship a goddess's period blood, so then why is it dirty? So that's the only reason why we picked up Kamakhya name from Kamakhya Devi, to actually talk about the empowering nature of a menstruator and to say that period blood is healthy, it's clean, it's not dirty.
So मेरे बोलने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. And she explained very beautifully for me because वो मैं बोल नहीं पा रहा था. देखा अभी तक मैं उस चीज को पूरी तरह नहीं बोल पाया. Then she's the one person who was just talking again in a wider audience. So thank you so much and yeah. So guys ये था मेरा आज का एपिसोड. कैसा लगा मुझे जरूर बताइएगा and I hope नेक्स्ट एपिसोड भी मैं ऐसे ही लेकर आऊं और